The story begins in a small, unassuming village, Gambari, near Ogbomoso. This is where Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja was born on September 25, 1944. It was a world away from the corridors of power he would one day walk. His beginnings were humble, rooted in the soil of Oyo, yet even as a young boy, a quiet determination flickered within him. He was not content to simply accept the life laid out for him. He saw education as his ladder, a way to climb out of the familiar and into the unknown. He attended Ibadan Boys High School. The school was a crucible, forging his intellect and sharpening his ambitions. He excelled, his mind absorbing knowledge like a sponge. This early success was a beacon of hope for his community. His family watched with pride. The next big step was a scholarship. This wasn't just funding, it was a ticket to a different world. He was awarded a scholarship by the Western Region government to study at the University of Liège in Belgium, leaving Nigeria for Europe in the 1960s. He was stepping into a new culture, a new language, a new climate. But Ladoja was not one to be intimidated. This was a deliberate choice, a field that promised to be at the forefront of Nigeria's future economic development. In Belgium, he didn't just earn a degree, he gained a new perspective. He saw how different societies were structured, how industries operated on a global scale. This international exposure was invaluable. It broadened his horizons far beyond what he could have imagined back in Ibadan. He returned to Nigeria not just as an engineer, but as a man with a global mindset. He was equipped with technical skills and a worldly wisdom that would become the twin engines of his future success. Upon his return to Nigeria, Ladoja stepped into the burgeoning oil industry. He began his career at Total Nigeria, a French multinational. This was the perfect place for a French-speaking chemical engineer. He wasn't just another employee clocking in and out. He applied himself with the same intensity that had defined his academic years. He learned the intricate dance of logistics, supply chains, international business. It was here that he honed his corporate skills, understanding the mechanics of a large, complex organization from the inside out. He was a quick study. His superiors took notice of his sharp mind, tireless work ethic. But working for someone else was never the final destination. After leaving Total, he founded his own company. It was a bold move, a significant risk. He was leaving the security of a multinational for the uncertainty of a startup. He poured his savings, his knowledge, his relentless energy into this new venture. His company specialized in shipping, oil services, leveraging the expertise he had gained. This was Ladoja, the businessman, a shrewd negotiator, a strategic thinker, building his fortune brick by brick. His success in business gave him a platform. He had resources, influence, and a reputation as a man who could get things done. It was almost inevitable that his path would lead to politics. He saw the political arena as another sphere where he could affect change, but on a much larger scale. He joined the Social Democratic Party in 1992, was elected as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This was a new kind of challenge. It wasn't about profit margins or supply chains. It was about people, policy, the very structure of the nation. He was now a public servant. His time in the Senate was cut short by the political turmoil of the Third Republic. The annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election threw the country into crisis. With the return of democracy, Ladoja saw his chance to lead. In 2003, he won the governorship of Oyo State, but his tenure was soon plagued by internal party conflicts. A rift with his political godfather led to a deep political chasm, and in January 2006, Ladoja was controversially impeached. Refusing to accept his removal, Ladoja turned to the judiciary. For 11 long months, he fought a legal battle to reclaim his mandate, convinced the rule of law would prevail. And it did. In December 2006, the Supreme Court declared the impeachment null and void. Ladoja was reinstated, a profound vindication for him and for Nigeria's democracy. After his term ended, Ladoja remained a force in politics, but he also climbed the traditional chieftaincy ladder of Ibadan. Starting as a Mogaji, he methodically moved up the Otun Olubadan line, balancing modern politics with ancient tradition. Finally, the ultimate honor came within reach. After the monarch passed, as Otun Olubadan, he was designated the next Olubadan of Ibadan, a journey from governor to king.